Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Petra, and today I'm going to be doing this look, and I'm starting a new kind of series. I want to do a blast from the past palette kind of series, which I just have really been thinking about how I just have all this makeup and I'd like to use it more, because I have palettes that I'm like, oh, I never use that, because I'll buy something new and I've got to stop buying stuff. This year is about minimalizing and getting rid of stuff. So I thought it would be fun to start some videos on using makeup palettes and products that I already have and that I already like, and really trying to refrain from buying new stuff. So the first palette that I am going to do a little blast from the past palette on is this one, and this one is by Makeup Revolution, and it's their chocolate bar series that is basically like dupes for the Too Faced ones, or they have some that are dupes for that. And this one is the Naked Chocolate, and it looks like this, and it's very cool toned. I feel like there's a couple warmer tones in there, but it's mostly a cool tone palette. And this palette is really cheap. It is drugstore. These will go on sale for, I don't know, they're regularly $15, so like they'll sometimes be like half off, and you can get like two for like $7.50 or something like that. And so they have a really good selection of those, and the quality of the shadows is really nice. If you have this palette, then maybe you'll want to do this eye look, and then if not, then maybe you can go out and purchase it. It's so funny because I'm telling you guys to go buy new makeup and I'm like, I'm not buying any more makeup. Like, no more, but you guys go buy more makeup. So, but anyways, so I just thought it would be fun to start this whole thing, and I don't know, maybe you just enjoy makeup tutorials, so there's that as well. But anyways, I'm just going to quit blabbing and go ahead and get into the video. All right, you guys, so I already have my base down. I'm just gonna create a nice basic look with this, and this is mostly a cool tone palette. So I first am going to go in. I've already like put on like a primer and stuff like that. So this is just going to be an everyday kind of look, something quick and easy. I'm going to go into this shade called Milky right here. It's that one. It has almost a very slight pink undertone, but I would say it's like more taupe. So I'm just going to load my brush and then tap that off. And then this is just going to be my transition shade. Zoom you guys in. I always forget. Zoom you guys in so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I like this because it just kind of gets a wash of color on the lid. Like for me, since I have like these, like my hooded part of my like skin, like creases are coming down right here, I kind of like take this just like straight out past that, because that kind of helps hide the effect of like my eyes coming down a little bit, which will just get worse as I get older. But for now I can like kind of, you know, create this illusion of it like being more open. I am going to now go in with this shade called Sweet Shop, and it's just kind of a soft chocolate brown, like milk chocolate shade, I would say. And I'm going to take that into the outer corner. And I just heard this from Wayne Goss recently on one of his YouTube videos. I love him because he really creates videos that give you real tutorial tips, like real makeup tips. It's not just a bunch of BS. I feel like he is so good and so knowledgeable, and he'll show you like on his own face like what to do and what not to do. And anyway, so I really like his tips. And the one thing that I've learned is that instead of going up like up like this when you have a more hooded eye, he says to kind of take this direction out, like to kind of pull it outward, because that creates a more open look when you have like skin starting to come down right here. So you just pull it out, and he even suggests using like a tissue and maybe creating like, or getting like a shadow thing, and like instead of putting it like this, to put it like this, and then, you know, you just kind of like create this more of a defined line that way, which I think looks really pretty. So, and he's like, you know, he wants you to make sure you line it with like your under eye here, because when you go under your eye and put like a shadow under here, but see how that creates just this nice crisp kind of line. I really like that. I think I'm gonna go in with one more deeper shade, and this is a shimmer shade, but I've noticed that it looks pretty good in a crease. So I'm gonna go in with this shade. It's called Delight, and it's a shimmery taupe darker brown. And I'm actually going to do that same little trick, and I'm gonna take that kind of in this outer V as well, keeping it a little bit closer in. Okay, and then for underneath, he actually took a bright shade, which I thought was really cool, but I'm not gonna do that with this. I'm gonna do just that dark shade. But I loved his trick on making this thicker, because now that you've created such a nice like upward look here, he said that you can actually like take a darker shade, you could take a bright shade, you can like make this under eye area kind of like more creative. Like sometimes people get scared of putting like darker shades underneath their eyes because it can drag it down depending on, you know, how your eye shape is and all that. But I thought this was cool because since I've brought like that makeup or that like outer edge like a little bit further down, like now I can go underneath and kind of even it out. So I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush of that same shade Delight and just go underneath. And I always feel like I have this wrinkle on this side of my eye. I don't know how much you can see it on camera, but I do have this wrinkle, and it's cool because I can hide it when I put this like darker shade underneath. So it's kind of fun that I can just like, oh, I take a wrinkle away by adding makeup. So isn't that nice? Taking wrinkles away. This is just a Coastal Scents number 11 brush. So you don't need expensive brushes. I feel like these little cheapy brushes work just as well as some of those really nice high-end brushes. Then for the lid space, I have been eyeing this really beautiful pink shade called, this one is called Divine. And it's kind of like a pinkish, well, once again, like a pinkish brown shade. And then I'm just gonna put that all over my lid to add something kind of more interesting. And then I'm just gonna go into the brow bone with this shade up top. This one is called Smoothly, and it's like a vanilla shade, but with a very, very slight pink undertone. And I think that'll be nice for the brow bone highlight. But yeah, that just adds kind of a little bit of brightness. And then into the inner corner, there is a really pretty shade here that is called Adorable, and it's just this like cream, very slightly shimmer shade, and I'm just gonna take that into my inner corner because I always like to brighten in there because I already am like, you know, kind of darker. I always have this shadow in there. Now I'm going to take just a clean Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to go back into that transition shade I had earlier, and I'm going to just, wow, that really took a lot of it off. I'm going to go back into the crease here to kind of blend that pinkish shimmer shade with everything else. Just to kind of keep it nice and seamless. So that is it for the eye look. I'm going to go ahead and go in with just some mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, so that is the eye makeup done. I just went in with my, been loving this lately, my Superhero mascara by It Cosmetics. Okay, so for blush now, I'm going to go in with my Becca Cosmetics. This is kind of old, but I like this. This is another old thing maybe you have in your collection. It's the Blushed with Light Blush Trio palette, and this is what it looks like. It was like a holiday type collection. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Wisteria, which is just a very nice, cool toned blush that I thought would be nice for this look. So I'm just going to go in with that softly on my cheeks, and I'm also trying to keep the blush color up higher because I notice if I put anything down here, it drags my face down a little bit more. So it's all about lifting the face up. So I try to keep even my blush on like the higher points of my face. And once again, this may look lighter on camera because I am using just a lighter touch. I just want to show you what I would do on a daily basis. Okay, for highlight, I am going to go in to my lovely Anastasia Glo Kit. This is the Sugar Glo Kit. I'm gonna go in with these two shades right here, Butterscotch and Starburst. One is a very pale pink peach shade, and then the other one is kind of a, like it says, like a butterscotch shade. I'm just gonna go in with this Linda Hallberg 306 brush right here, and I'm gonna dab into both of those and then just add to the high points of my face. And the butterscotch shade is a little bit more glittery, but it's still really nice and refined. I mean, it's not like super chunky like some of those highlighters out there. And then once again, I keep that on the back side of my cheekbone and kind of dust it on my forehead, maybe down the nose. I do like giving myself a highlight mustache because I feel like it makes my upper lip look a little bit bigger. For lips, I'm gonna go in with my Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Chai. And I like this shade. I mean, it looks kind of dark here, but I'll use it with another lip liner that's a little more neutral. And I just like to throw this on first, kind of get like a basic outline of my lips, and then I'll go in and define with the lip liner. So I'm gonna go in, just get this on first. Then I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever. This is my Aqua Lip in the shade 3C. Go in with that shade. I feel like this lip's looking a little bit more darker than I want it to, so I'm going to actually go in now with this shade by MAC called Myth, and it's kind of a very light pink. I do not just put this on my lips or I look like I have like, I don't know, like concealer lips or something. So I'll use this to brighten if I need to or something like that. So I'm gonna actually brighten the center and the upper part of my lip here and see if that helps a little bit. All right, so that is, I like that. So I like that a little bit better. I feel like it kind of just, you know, blends a little better with the eye makeup look there, since there's those light pinkish tones, and I feel like the lip kind of now reflects that, where before it was looking a little bit more on the like reddish side. All right, you guys, so this is it. This is the finished makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed this video and doing the whole palettes from the past. I think that, you know, Makeup Revolution actually has some really good makeup, and I think their quality is just even getting better. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. I love when I get comments, so please do that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.